Okay, so everybody has seen the memes where if you remove the French package from your Linux computer, everything just breaks. What it actually does is it recursively removes every file in your computer. But I've never actually seen anyone do it before, so I'm just gonna see what happens. I think it's rm. I'm gonna see if I can just remember the command for now. I think it's rm dash rf and then forward slash. I don't think this is gonna work yet. It's gonna give me an error. Okay, yeah, it says I need to run that. Okay, well I did the command and can I did the command and it didn't give me a error or anything. Let me get btop installed. Let's see if it's actually doing anything in the background. But so far, let's try to open Firefox. Oh, I'm able to fetch. Oh yeah, I don't have internet. But yeah, I mean, I typed in sudo rmrf. I gave it like sudo permissions, and yeah, I mean, all right, that doesn't seem to work. So I know sometimes it takes a little bit for it to start affecting the system, but everything seems to work still. Let me open settings. Yeah, that's still there. Let's try this sudo rm dash rf forward slash. Yeah, okay, I need no preserved boot. Alright. I forgot the slash at the end. Oh, did I mistype it? I did. Okay, oh, there we go. We're doing it. Yeah, if anyone has seen my video on this laptop, because I already made one, the keyboard is really bad, and I'm gonna blame that instead of my spelling. But, okay, let's see. Alright, the settings page is still here. Can I open? No, okay, my taskbar just went away. It's, oh, a lot of stuff is not being removed because there's no permissions. So that's interesting. Stuff is happening though. Like my taskbar down here just got removed, and I'm trying to tab. Like I'm trying to like control D, Alt Tab. Oh, I can Alt Tab back to Firefox, but Control D doesn't seem to, or Windows or Meta D doesn't seem to work. Uh, so my terminal is still here. Can I minimize it? Uh, okay, I can minimize it, but now if I minimize everything, it just kind of crashes, I think. Could I? Okay, so like, I can do btop. I don't have btop, right? Well, that's kind of precarious because I don't have my taskbar anymore, so I can't connect to the internet. Maybe I should have done that first. Can I? Can I? What if I do a reboot? Sudo reboot. I that's not a command, I guess. They. Okay, so I removed the reboot command, but that's interesting. Can I do sudo systemctl reboot? Well, I don't mean to ask that question. Alright, sudo systemctl is also gone. What if I just do sudo systemctl? Nope, no directory. Alright, is like anything? Nano's not here. Sudo power off. Sudo power off. Let's see. If I just press the power button, let's see what happens here. A whole lot of nothing. Yeah, nothing really happens. Alright. But this laptop does have a dead battery, so I just have to unplug the power and just drain it a little bit more. Plug it back in, and we should be back in to Linux Mint. I'm not too sure how broken it is. I'm not sure if it's gonna even boot. Again, this is just why I haven't ran it on any of my like computers before. This is probably the computer that I care about the least in my collection. And yeah, I get like a RTC power failure as always. That's just because my CMOS battery is dead, but I can normally just get past it. Let's see if we can still do that here. Alright, screen got powered back on. Oh, we are in rescue mode. Grub is here. Hello, can I? I'm not sure how to. Can I? Alright, so I think either our desktop environment completely got deleted or it's not able to load in. Probably both. Well, I mean, Grub is still here, so our bootloader didn't get deleted, which is good because if that got deleted, I think there might be a chance that we just brick this PC. So now I'm gonna try to just download or install Mint on it again and see if this computer still can breathe and see if we can still bring this computer back to life. Alright, can I think it's F12 to go to BIOS on this computer. Yeah, alright. So the boot stuff still works. Okay, that's a good sign. We load into the live CD. Oh, I was gone for a bit. Oh no, okay, this is all normal so far. Yeah, we are loading into the live CD. I misspoke earlier. Everything seems to be working properly. I don't see any warnings so far. Alright, and I think this is a live CD loaded. Alright, let's see, does Linux Mint come with any kind of tops? Does it have like, does it just have top? It does. All the readings seem normal, which is good. Let's see. Alright, I mean, live CD should just work because it's running off of the USB drive anyways. Let's see if we can actually install the operating system onto the SSD inside. And I'm expecting it to just kind of work at this point. Oh yeah, this is pretty interesting, but it's kind of to be expected. We are on the installation page now. On Linux Mint, normally it gives me 3 options. It's what do we see here? Erase disk and then install Linux. So like we are doing a single operating system. And also there's a second option normally that's install alongside current OS, but we don't see the second option here. So but yeah, that makes sense because we basically deleted our original OS on here. So it's basically a blank disk as far as I can tell. But we will erase disk and install Linux Mint, but I don't think there's anything to erase anyways. Maybe I can take the SSD out and plug it into my main system and see if there's any residual files on there. And then let's do like test 1, 2, 3. And then yeah, secure. Let's do a super secure password here. Because yeah, let's encrypt my home folder too. This is a super OPSEC heavy laptop, I think. Alright, seems we're back into the computer now on Linux Mint. Let me just double check everything works, but it should. And for anyone that doesn't know what's happening when I typed in that command, rmrf / no preserved boot. RM is removed. It's like the when you right click on a file and press delete, that's basically the RM command. And then RF is recursive and force, shorthanded together. So it goes through every file in the browser, or in the. So it would go. RM basically opens any folder you tell it to. There's nothing in there. That's a bad example. There's nothing anywhere actually. This is basically like a really simple explanation, but yeah, basically it opens any folder. Like for example, this one is pictures. So the example would be rf / pictures, or it'd be capital, but you get the idea. It would be that, and then this command would come in here. It would remove every file, and then recursively go to the next one, and then force it to be removed. And then because I put / without anything here, it goes to the home folder, which let's see if I can even find it. You would come here, and this is where the operating system lives, basically. Especially the I just saw it. Where'd it go? Yeah, the boot folder. So the / means it's starting the command from this page. You would go through every folder here, delete everything, And except for boot, unless I type in /no preserve boot, I mean, that kind of self-explanatory. It does not preserve the boot folder. So you would just delete everything here, including the operating system. So yeah, if anyone is wondering what that command actually means, here we go. And I'm not connecting this to the internet because I don't want to reveal all the SSIDs near me. But I mean, everything just seems like it works. That's Firefox working, and then you can see the File Explorer works, and then the terminal seems to work too. That's not it. Yes, terminal works too. So it seems the issue with the French command removing or corrupting your firmware files, that's been fixed now. So that's pretty good. I still wouldn't recommend anyone go actually run this command. If you need to install a new operating system, just do that. There should be a prompt that deletes the old operating system for you. So just do it that way. It's so much more safer. And yeah, I mean, just because I didn't experience any issues reinstalling a new operating system doesn't mean you won't either. But that's basically it for this video. So yeah, see ya.